This is an early concept drawing of my robot costume that I call BrainStorm, and then later on I drew this one as the details became more planned out. At the time of making this video, I basically have the square of the body finished and the 2 feet, but no arms or legs yet, as you'll see. Here is the main body and all of the surfaces of aluminum. These are the shoulder and hip joints. They're made from salsa bowls. In this picture you see them painted silver and attached where they will be in the final costume. This is kind of a harness or a holding area so I can get in and out of the costume without anyone else helping me. And a couple pictures here of the foot process, the design process for the foot. You won't even see the inside of the feet in the final costume because it'll be covered up with this silver dome.
Hello, can you understand what I am saying? Check 1, 2, 3. I think it's actually pretty good. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. My name is Robbie the Robot. I am going to eat you for dinner.
Can you hear it? Looks pretty good. Here is the working projector face thing. I only have the horizontal pivot. I don't have the vertical pivot done yet. So that is in resting state. And over here is my thing, so I can look up and down. I have to be really slow if I want it to not just jump all the way up and jump all the way down. Here's my progress so far. Got the front square with the video projection mounted. So that would normally be up like that. I finished working on the basic framework today. This is the front. So that's looking at it straight on from the front. The screen will appear here in the center of the front. The arms will be centered on the sides. The legs will be centered in this diagonal section down there, right down there. And my body will fit up inside here, so my head will be right there and my shoulders right here. I have the extension that will hold the brain up here, completed, framed on all sides. And I also added this roof over my head. My head will be down in here. And somewhere up in this area I'll either have one small fan mounted in the center here, blowing down kind of the back of my head, the back of my neck, or maybe 2 fans over on the corners blowing down on each shoulder. Hello, I am an inverted image. Kinda creepy. Kinda awesome. I ordered 2 new servos and they arrived today. They're both high torque and digital, which gives me more precise movement. So here's the There's my first robot foot with the cover and the switched light installed. It doesn't always work on carpet because the padding prevents the switch on the bottom from being triggered. You can see the ring of LEDs around the outside. And right over here, it's kind of hard to see in this light, but there's a switch attached right there. Turns everything off. I'll do this once without any light at all. Well, with very little light. There we go. I did a little redesign on the switch that triggers the light in the foot. It is now mounted right under there. It uses one of these roller switches, and when the back toe goes down, it's normally closed like this, and when the back toe kind of raises up, it releases it. So as the foot lifts up, that way it lights up as quickly as possible as I'm taking a step, because my foot will be attached to this back toe right there. And as I raise the foot up to take a step, it will light up and stay lit until I set it back down. Okay, first time wearing my foot attached to the foot, my shoe attached to the robot foot. And it works as expected. I can bend forward, and it flexes to allow that, and then when I lift up my foot, it lifts it, at which point the light would turn on. Okay, here's the breakdown of how the shoe attached to the robot foot works. On the shoe, I've got this channel with a single bolt going through a piece of steel conduit, which takes a couple of bends and goes up into the back toe of the foot. And what that allows me to do is when I step forward and my shoe flexes at this point, it doesn't interfere with this, which has been attached to the shoe quite permanently. There's a strap that goes underneath. There you go, you can see that. So as I begin to step forward, it flexes upward, but then when I lift my foot to take the step, it takes the robot foot with it, the light turns on, I step forward wherever I need to put my foot down, I place my heel down, and the toes spread out, and you can hear that little click right at the end there. That will be the light turning on and off. I'm building the arms and legs next, so stay tuned.